It's time now for the Period Channel, 11 o'clock news, Saturday night, October 25th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here now, your Saturday night newscast. Here, our top story at 11 o'clock. Here is the condition of New York City's first Ebola patient. Dr. Craig Spencer worsened on Saturday, Friday, remained awake and communicative. Health officials said. A freshman athlete and a homecoming prince reportedly angry about a romantic relationship pulled out a gun and opened fire in a crowded cafeteria at Marysville Pilchuck High School and tried to kill one classmate. Wounded 4 officers, then fatally wounded himself. Canadians returned to the open grounds that reopened of the Parliament building on Saturday, 3 days after a homegrown radical rushed in armed with a rifle after killing a soldier in the second domestic attack in a week. United Nations, United States Ambassador today. United Nations on the way to visit all 3 of the West African countries hit hardest by the Ebola outbreak amid resident calls for travel restrictions back home in the United States. Jack Bruce, British musical, best known as Queen, passed the steady age of 71. The live telephone survey of 500 Massachusetts voters was conducted between October the 19th and October 22nd and carries a margin of error of plus or minus 4.4 percentage points. As Charlie Baker jumps 9 points in the new Globe poll. Iran hangs women for killing alleged rapists. President Petro Poroshenko called early preliminary elections for Sunday in the hope of shoring up a Ukrainian unity after a tumultuous winter revolt that swept a Kremlin ally from a power-only into a Russia strike back with a bloody separatist uprising in that. Brazilians vote today to have a national election that pits President Dilma Rousseff, who says she wants to protect social gains achieved during 12 years of a workers' party rule that against challenger ACO Davis, who says the company has driven the economy. South Korean activists have succeeded in sending dozens of propaganda leaflets across the border to North Korea. South Korean activists launched balloons and sent leaflets with the messages critical of North Korea's leader ignoring threats of military action here. Erbil, Iraq. The Iraqi government claims that its troops and Jihad militias have captured a key Islamic State struggle near Baghdad in an operation to boost security for Islamic New Year gatherings apparently overseen by the Iranian general. U.S. Attorney Eric Holder, U.S. Attorney General, studied that the Obama administration has added 6 more states to the list of those who have federal benefits when it granted to same-sex marriage couples, bringing the total such states to 32. A 10 commandments bombing erected outside of Oklahoma City Capitol shown on Friday, November 16, 2012. As man who smashed Oklahoma 10 commandments says devil made him do it. Is 2069's mind New Jersey Governor Christie back again in Iowa? It's not every week that someone calls Jeff Bezos rich, as Amazon's Jeff Bezos is still the world's best CEO by one measure. Amazon plunged 7.3% to $290.45, the biggest drag at both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 after the online retail sales projections by the crucial holiday disappointed Wall Street that third quarter results missed forecast. Gloomy economic news and wild swings that the stock market may be getting you that, but all at least you kick out on this. That's we enter the sweet spot at iPhone cycle. Apple released a pair of new iPads this week, one of which is real winner, but as it is, the new model may do a little to change it, most declared position in the tablet market. Here comes Eddie Boo Boo star June Shannon Sway's daughter Anna Chickadee Shannon Cardwell was come forward to reveal she was allegedly an 8-year-old mall station victim of Mark Medana that was released. Jim Carrey and Iggy Azalea have started new promos on Saturday Night Live Halloween show. Carrey attempts to show off his hip-hop credentials by dropping bad rhymes for Azalea in the mini sketch by this foiled by his own mouth. Al News Classic leapt from a weather balloon of 135,890 feet while weathering space should he broke into the speed of a sound disturbance descent. We're about to get Chicago and Scooby with you scientists at first. For the first time found on what the common stale smells like. According to statement released by New Zealand Antarctic Heritage Trust on October 20th in the notebook from Barbara Falcon Scott, a British explorer's last expedition was real and stirred it after the hut. Whales only began to evolve into the current pesticides with the disappearance of a fearsome and predator researchers suggest. The number of confirmed Ebola cases has passed 10,000 mark according to the World Health Organization, claiming that it lives almost 5,000 people. Several studies have directed that Alzheimer's disease is associated with infections such as herpes virus. A recent study conducted by Umeå University in Sweden has established a probable association between cold sores and Alzheimer's disease. Scientists have successfully tested on mice engineered stem cells that make circuit toxins that can kill brains and cancer cells. Here. Take a look at New England into the alerts here. Storm in Massachusetts, 41 Main Street, armed robbery, weapon shown. Police have issued a BOLO for it. Blue Lexus S300 SUV, Massachusetts, registered 208P. Lost at itself on Route 20 with 2 males inside. Do not approach. Contact your local police department at the scene. Head-on collision review on 52 Durant Avenue and Run, New Hampshire. 2-car motor vehicle accident injuries and 2 tows requested. RTO 311 DW Highway south of Costco. Pater Channel. News time 11:05 here, and let's take a look at what's going on in the traffic situation here at 5 minutes after 11 here on this late Saturday night here. Take a look at a traffic outlook in our slow spot is 128 northbound Lexington straight to a slow, but otherwise smooth sailing highways, byways of New England there, and I-91 on the northbound side. It's backed up from Enfield stretch due to some road work and an accident on 91 northbound in New 190 in Enfield, Connecticut. Trust some section in there. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commit on this late Saturday night around the New England region here. Calculations. Okay, let's take a look at the weather situation here. Current conditions at 11 o'clock in North Massachusetts, 57 degrees at temperature, overcast skies. Humidity 72%, with speed southwest about 5 miles per barometer. 20 up 55 inches, 48 degrees at visibility of 10 miles. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions weather region here on this late Saturday night here. Current conditions, 56 degrees on temperature right now here in Boston, 50 out of Pittsburgh, 54 in Bedford and Beverly, 53 in Able, 56 in Gloucester, 51 in Worcester, 40 in Springfield, 40 in Sturbridge, 50 out of Webster, 53 in Milford, 49 in Norwood, 55 in Taunton, Plymouth, and Provincetown and Chatham, 57 in Bedford and Falmouth and Nantucket, 58 in Martha's Vineyard, 68 in Block Island Sound, 60 out of Cape Cod Bay, 61 in Block Island, 60 out in Wesley, 54 in Smithfield, 62 in New York City, 61 in Islip, 62 in Montauk, 62 in Long Island Sound, 62 out in Bridgeport, 59 in Waven, 59 in Danbury, 55 in Waterbury, 48 in Meriden, Connecticut, pair of 58s in Hartford and Winslow, Connecticut, 53 out in Springfield, Massachusetts, 49 in Amherst, 52 in Greenfield, 48 in Athol, 52 in Pittsfield, 54 in North Adams, 55 in Albany, New York, 53 in Bennington, 48 in Brattleboro, Vermont, 48 in Keene, Hampshire, 50 in Rutland, Vermont, 50 in Chester, Hampshire, 54 in Laconia and Manchester, Hampshire, 53 in Concord, Hampshire, 53 in Nashville, Hampshire, 55 in Portsmouth, Hampshire, 53 up in Portland, Maine. Here. Take a look at current conditions around the region here. And now around the nation here shows a cold front stretching up in the California coastline, up in Oregon, Washington, and down for southeast of British Columbia. Pink front stretching down for British Columbia, a warm front from southeast of British Columbia, down for Alberta, down for Montana, Wyoming, and a stationary front down for Nebraska, Iowa, down for the Ohio Valley, and a cold front from western Pennsylvania up central New York and up to southern Ontario, and warm front from eastern Quebec, stretching down from Maine and at the off New England coastline. A pink front up in Quebec and up in the northeastern Ontario. Here, we got a low pressure off the northeastern Ontario off James Bay and southwestern Idaho, southeastern Colorado, and northwestern Washington State, and followed from southern Idaho down for Nevada, down for southeastern California. Followed by from western tip of Texas down for eastern New Mexico, down for southeastern portions of Colorado. We can get a high pressure in the northwestern New Mexico, southeastern Texas, southwestern portions of Minnesota. Here, 60 degrees at temperature right now here in Detroit and Pittsburgh, 62 out of Washington, D.C., 63 out in Atlanta, 74 in Miami, 72 in Brownsville, Texas, 79 in Dallas, Texas, 68 in Kansas City, 62 in Omaha, Nebraska, 57 in Chicago, 51 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 46 in Great Falls, Montana, 50 out in Seattle, 66 in San Francisco, 68 in Los Angeles, 79 in Las Vegas, 72 out in Salt Lake City, Utah, 61 in Denver, 60 out in Albuquerque, 88 out in Phoenix, Arizona. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our radar situation here, and it shows some spotty rain showers around extreme southwestern New Hampshire, and low spotty rain showers around west of Manchester, New Hampshire, moving out to the east here, and also some spotty rain showers from several portions of New Hampshire, near Emerson, near Jeffrey, and then up in the north of Athol, around Greenfield, Massachusetts here. And we're seeing some spotty rain showers around the Hartford area and the western suburbs of Hartford. Little spots raining showers around Thompson, Connecticut, after central Massachusetts, east of Southbridge, around south of Webster. And we're seeing some spotty rain showers around Middletown and Newburgh in New York State. A lot of rain showers around south central and east central portions of New York State. As we'll zoom you out, and it shows a lot of rain showers around western Maine, from Portland and such up to much of western Maine, eastern Quebec, and then up to western portions of Quebec, around the northeastern Ontario, and a lot of rain showers around central New York State, southern New York State, northeastern and central portions of Pennsylvania here. Snow showers around eastern Quebec, and a lot of rain and sleet showers from western and eastern portions of Prince and on. A lot of rain showers around eastern portions of Nova Scotia here. And we're taking a look at the Pacific Northwest, where a line of spotty rain showers and a few sleet pelts stretching from northern California up into western Oregon, Washington State, up to the southwestern portions of British Columbia, and a line of another batch of rain showers around eastern portions of Oregon and eastern Washington State, at southeastern portions of British Columbia, and northern and southern portions of Idaho, down for western portions of Montana, and now the northeastern portions of Nevada, and now the southeastern portions of British Columbia, seeing snow showers around southeastern portions of British Columbia. Snow showers central and northeastern portions of British Columbia, for northwestern portions of Alberta. Central portions of Alberta. Rain showers in eastern portions of Alberta, and for western portions of Saskatchewan. Here. Take a look at map situation in LA. Looping shows line of clouds coming into much of New England and searching on Atlantic Canada from Atlantic Canada, searching Quebec, and then Ontario and the northern Great Lakes. And another batch of clouds coming from northern California and Nevada, coming to much of the Pacific Northwest, Wyoming, and Montana, and up into Manitoba, and down for Saskatchewan, and Alberta, and down for British Columbia here, and a line of clouds from Ontario and Quebec here. Okay, let's take a look at ours. What's brewing in the tropics here? Disturbance on one. A broad area of low pressure over the northwestern Caribbean Sea is associated with a remnants of total pressure 9 and a Gulf front. This system will produce disorderly showers, and thunderstorms that prevail within any will be slow to occur while the disturbance meanders for the next few days. Formation chance fires. Low 10% of formation chance 5 days. Low 20% here. Eastern Pacific here. Showers and thunderstorms increase through a broad area of low pressure centered a couple 100 miles south of the Gulf of Tonga. Environmental conditions are forecast to become increasingly conducive for some development after Sunday, and tropical cyclone formation will likely be found in the middle of next week, while the system just toward the west-northwest of northwest formation chance 4 hours. Low 20% and formation chance 5 days. High 70% here. And now Anna is back to a tropical storm here after briefly becoming a hurricane with 3.1 in the north, 157.4 to the west. A maximum sustained winds 70 miles per moment, northeast about 40 miles an hour here. And the sun Anna here. Hurricane Anna accelerating northeastward over the open ocean here. That's the 11 o'clock advisory here as it continues to move northeastward here. As a tropical storm and a post-tropical storm around 2 p.m. Monday, and make its way out to extreme west central portion of British Columbia about Tuesday. Take a look at forecast discussion around the country here. Heavy precipitation possible over the western Cascades. Temperature will be 15-25 degrees above average over the plains and parts of the Mississippi Valley. A storm over the Pacific Northwest will move inland to the upper Mississippi Valley by Monday. Onshore flow of the Pacific will stream moisture into the northern California northwest, but the Sunday evening is moisture flow will lead in production light to moderate rain along the Pacific Northwest coast by Sunday morning. The rain become light on Sunday and Monday morning. Storm may develop at highest elevations also from Sunday morning and Monday. Rain and high elevation still will develop over the northern intermountain region, Northern Rockies likewise from Sunday morning into Monday morning. The rain and higher elevation still will spread in the parts of the Northern High Plains, Central Rockies Sunday evening and Monday. As an association front moves out of the Rockies and out to the plains, rain will develop over the parts of the upper Mississippi Valley into upper Great Lakes again from Sunday evening and Monday morning, and rain will be also developed over parts of the central plains on Monday morning. Meanwhile, in front over the lower Great Lakes will move eastward off to the northeast coast by Sunday morning, and light rain will develop over parts of the northeast by Sunday morning, and northwest flow and upper level energy rotated around the upper level low over eastern Canada will be trigger light rain over parts of the northern Appalachians on Sunday and Monday here. And take a look at the forecast discussion around the region here. It shows a cold front will sweep across the area tonight and may be accompanied by a few showers of cooler blustery weather will be fall Sunday with a chance of a brief afternoon shower. Dry weather prevails early in the weekend, but warm will be returned by Wednesday as a cold front may bring a few showers late Wednesday. Cooler air falls beyond the front. Later in the week, and a low pressure system may bring wet weather Friday night and Saturday morning before colder air wraps on wet next weekend here. Area showers are associated with a lead short wave and surface drill is fairly due to storms with a few broken of showers over the western and northern New England to eastern New York. This latest winds up HRRR and Rep 13 has trended weaker as shower activity. This seems reasonable as best forced percent and deeper moisture tracks across northern New England and thus become expected real coverage to be isolated widely scattered and therefore will be lower pumps to chance category to reflect this thinking. Hence, by no means a washout, just a risk of a brief light shower. A rain as an activity is fallen from a min thick of clouds. We'll have to watch the new area of convection and spill over the lake out here. PHRR Rep 13 bringing that activity weakened state with southern New England during the pre-dawn hours here. As we take a look, what are the notes here? I'll be cool on Sunday and Monday. Gusty winds will be returned. Midweek warm up and spotty pop up showers overnight. And I'm predicting tomorrow's highs will be around 49 to 60 degrees. As we can see temperatures in the upper 40s from much of Vermont, stretching it down for the Berkshires of western Massachusetts up to northwestern Connecticut here. Yep. And we can see some upper 40s east of Albany, New York here, in upstate New York here. Widespread temperatures in the 50s for much of eastern and central and western Massachusetts, much of Connecticut, Rhode Island, up in New Hampshire, up in Maine here. And we can see a touch, 60 degrees around New York City, Long Island, down for 72 New York State here. And if you are going to the Charlie Halloween parade with yours truly marching in parade as a spirit of Norton here, gonna bring my pride and spirit to the town of Norton here. And the parade is at as when it begins at noon, we will see 56 degrees with a wind west-northwest about 60 miles per hour, and could be feeling at 52 degrees, so it's gonna be mostly clouds. It's gonna be a perfect day for a parade here. Bring a warm weather, bring a little light jacket or a sweater for you because it is gonna be windy and a little chilly, but it's a perfect day for a parade. As tykes and toddlers will be strutting in the Halloween gear as they celebrate Halloween 2014 at the Charlie Halloween parade will be marching into the parade. As a spirit of Norton here. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For tonight, while you're sleeping in overnight hours tonight, isolated showers before midnight. Most of the clouds early, then including with a low around 46 degrees. Southwest wind about 6 to 10 miles per gust size, 26 miles per chest base to 20%. For Sunday, isolated showers after 2 p.m. Increased clouds with a high of 58 degrees. West wind about 10 to 60 miles per gust size, 26 miles per chest base to 20%. Sunday night, forecast got low about 39 degrees. West wind about 9 to 11 miles per gust size, 24 miles per hour. Monday, South got about 57 degrees. West wind about 9 miles per gust size, 22 miles per hour. Monday night, forecast got low about 40 degrees. West wind about 5 miles per hour, coming in the evening. Tuesday, Sun's got high about 65 degrees. Tuesday, most clouds got low about 55 degrees. For Wednesday, scatter showers. Most clouds got high about 69, low about 44 degrees. Chance base at 30%. Thursday, most clouds got high about 37, low about 39 degrees. Friday, Sun's got high about 54 degrees. Friday night, chance showers. Most clouds got low about 30 degrees. Chance base at 30%. So Halloween should be fine here. Just avoid the showers. And We're going to start off November in the 40s as a chance of showers, parts of sky about 40 degrees, chance ratio 30%. Bears with a phrase of the day here. A little sunny and cloudy day in tap with a few showers, but it's going to be a beautiful Sunday in tap. Page here with you. Have a good night with a good positive. To be looking forward to see you tomorrow morning with a Sunday morning report. Good night and good morning here.